Hey Stan, did I hear that you plan to move back to Mom's house and live together with her?
Yeah, that's right.
You need to make sure to talk to me about that first before making a decision. When I heard all of this from Mom, I was surprised. Because her and I had already talked about a few things for her, which one of them is her leaving that house.
What's wrong with me wanting to live there with her? None of this is going to be causing you any troubles. And in your case, Ashley, my wife and I living with her would make you feel a lot better about mom in her old age, right? You've always been the one to worry about everything, so I know you're worried about her in her old age.
Well, you have a good point, but by having you go and live with her, are you sure you won't be causing her any troubles? It's been a long time now since we've heard from you, and the last time you were around us, it wasn't the best time.
How old do you think I am now, Ashley? I'm much different from the man I was back then. And I have myself a wife now. So I think I can manage taking care of mom for us.
Well, if Peyton is going to be living there too, then I guess things should be alright.
I can see that you still don't trust your older brother with anything, do you?
Well, come on, you just got up and left our family one day and never told us where you ran off. For the longest time. And when I thought you were coming back to us, you were only coming to say that you had got married. You've been out living the life of your own and messing around, so it really is difficult for me to trust you.
And I was much different back then, and I'm sorry about it. I was younger and only thought about myself and was thinking life would be better not being around any of you guys anymore. But now I'm a full-grown adult and have calmed down and learned that maybe I do still need my family.
Well, if that's the case, then that's great. But I had been talking with Mom about having her put into a retirement home, and she was on board with it. I think instead of us having to be around to care for her, she would rather be living on her own with a bunch of other people her age and the support of trained nurses. So that's why we've been saving up for her.
I think that can all wait a little bit longer. I made sure to tell mom that I'm not going to cause her any sort of issues while living with her. And so that's why I'm doing my best to come back with Peyton and live together in mom's house.
Huh? So you really have started to think about others than just yourself? I'm shocked.
I told you that I'm different now. I told her that I wanted to make up for all the troubles of the past by being with her now. So I think taking care of her for a while will be a good thing.
I think so, but I think that it might be a bit too tough for you having to care for someone else.
That's a bit harsh.
But having you with her will make me feel better. I'm not able to move any close to Mom right now due to my husband's job and all, and having to drive 3 hours to see Mom is just too much to do multiple times a week. Thank you, Stan.
Hearing you say thank you to me, well, it's putting me off my food.
You yourself are being a bit harsh now. Well, please take good care of Mom, okay? But if there's something you think I can help with, let me know. I'm sure you're all getting ready to head back to Mom's place now, but this might be a lot for Peyton to handle having to move in with her mother-in-law.
Why do you think it'll be difficult for her?
Well, having to move in with one's parents isn't something a lot of people want to do when they're married. I'm not saying that it'll be awful living with Mom or anything, but I feel that Peyton is the kind of woman that can work hard to care for others and tire herself out doing so. So I'm just saying that when you guys start to live at Mom's, she might see that she doesn't like it that much and ask to move back out of there.
Well, if that happens, it'll be all right. Peyton is really excited to live in that huge house that Mom has.
Well, if she's excited to live in the house, that's one thing, but you guys have to make sure to watch over Mom a little bit as well. Mom is the kind of person that'll want to care for you guys a lot, but she needs to be cared for herself.
I know that. You're still just as annoying as you've always been about these things, Ashley. I'm kind of happy that you won't be at Mom's house when we come to live there. I think compared to Mom, Peyton will become much more distressed around you and your constant talking.
Oh, is that so? But if anything does happen, please let me know right away. My husband and I have talked about helping care for her more as well, so you don't have to feel as though you both have to do everything for her.
Sure, all right.
Please, and thank you, Stan. Stan, How are things going with you living with and caring for Mom now?
You have been talking with Mom a bunch still, so you already know.
Well, I heard from her that things are going fine there, but I just thought I'd ask you and get your perspective on it too.
You're such a pain in the butt.
Don't say things like that, okay? I'm just asking you this because I still worry a little.
If Mom is telling you that things are going great here, then you should be happy with just that answer. How much longer are you going to doubt everything that happens around me?
This isn't me doubting you or anything. I've just felt that recently things between Mom and I have become a little more distant feeling.
Is that right?
Before, her and I would always call and talk to one another for hours, but now she seems to be so busy with things that she never has time to call.
Ah, that's because she's going on a lot of trips and things like that to keep her busy.
Is that what it is? I was thinking that last week, when there was that 3-day weekend, I'd come out and see you all. But she told me she was going out for that weekend and told me to stay home.
Ever since we have started living with her, it's been easier for her to get out of the house for a bit and go places. And I think it's perfect that she's getting to enjoy herself.
Well, as long as her health is in good shape, that's okay. But last year, she did have a bit of a fall carrying some heavy bags. So even if she's having a lot of fun, she needs to take time off to recover every so often.
Why don't you go and tell her that yourself?
Well, even if I tell her, I won't be around to see if she really is listening to me or not.
That's a good point. Now that I think about it, Ashley, do you know the Malloy's grandkid?
You're talking about the Malloys that live in the same neighborhood as and are good friends of Mom? If you're talking about their grandson, Geoff, then I know him. I think right now he's doing college, right?
Well, recently he's been coming to the house a lot. Always asking for Mom to teach him more about gardening and all of that.
Is that so?
But having to see him all the time is getting to become a bother. And I don't really want him coming over anymore. And Peyton feels the same way as I do.
Oh, but I always thought that Geoff was a pretty nice boy.
He wouldn't be aiming to get closer to Mom, would he? There are people like that who try and get close to the elderly so that they can steal from them, right? He might be onto her because she was living alone before and wants whatever she has.
He's not that kind of kid. He's not like you are, Stan.
What?
Geoff is a very sweet and loving boy.
Are there really people these days that are going to college and still have an interest in gardening?
Well, some people are into it as a hobby.
Well, I feel a little bit suspicious of him. He'll even come into the house from time to time and drink coffee or tea with Mom.
What's wrong with that? It's probably a good thing for Mom to talk to someone way younger than her. Good for her mental health, I think.
But I'm worried about her. Peyton's not even happy that he'll be coming into the house all the time and perhaps stealing some of our things. This is not normal for someone Mom's age to allow.
Really? Well, Geoff is not the kind of boy to go around stealing from other people, especially not the elderly.
I'm just wondering if he's already started to steal from others already and has a collection of all their precious items. Tell Mom to stop letting him come over, okay?
Well, I'll listen to what Mom has to say about it first.
Mom seems to trust you the most, and hearing you telling her to stop will get her to turn him away. Letting things be with that Jeff guy is dangerous. Ashley, calm down and just listen to me.
Huh? What?
Well, for the past 3 days, I haven't been able to find Mom anywhere. I hadn't heard anything from you either, and so I was wondering if she had gone to see you?
Why did you not tell me something like that as soon as you noticed?
Well, at first I just thought she had gone out to be with friends or something. Hey, do you think we should call the police and let them know that she's gone missing?
I'm done with you. Mom is over here with me.
What? Then why did you never tell me about that when she arrived 3 days ago?
Well, that's because you should have been the one to contact me first about it, and I know now that she's gone and run away from both of you to get to me. I bet you were hoping she didn't come to me because you were afraid of what she might tell me.
Huh? What are you talking about? I have no idea what you or her could be talking about right now.
Stop screwing around. Ever since you and Peyton moved in with her, you've been using Mom like a slave. And you've even started to dig into her savings and using it on whatever you both like.
Well, about that. We're living with her now, so it's fair that she pays us to be there. And we have her doing some chores to keep her in motion so that she doesn't become sick. So, can you stop calling her a slave and acting like my wife and I aren't thieves?
I made the two of us dinner the moment she came over, and when she sat down to eat, she told me it's been so long now since the last time she'd eaten warm food with tears rolling down her cheek. Are you telling me that you both only had her eating cold leftovers and junk food? I think that you both made her cook your meals and wouldn't let her eat until you both had finished what she had made for you.
Huh? I would never do something like that to her.
Well, you're no longer going to be hurting Mom anymore. She's going to be living in my house now.
Are you telling me that you think taking Mom into your house is a good idea? I think giving her back to us is the best choice here.
I'm not giving her back to you two.
Thank God. She was totally getting in our way, so you're helping us out a ton. And Peyton was even saying that having her around made life so unbearable for her. And as for Mom's things, hurry up and grab all of them for me.
I promise that I'll be coming to get all her things as soon as possible, but you both have really messed up now.
Huh?
You had used up all of Mom's savings, and that's why you kicked her out of her own house? That was the whole reason you wanted to live with her in the first place?
What are you trying to say, brat? I told you just a moment ago that there was a fee to having me and Peyton living with her that I needed to collect. And when you say I kicked her out, it was actually her that left on her own.
And that's because both of you and Peyton were doing terrible things to her.
And I told you that we weren't doing anything wrong to her.
Well, if you had done nothing wrong to her, then she shouldn't have a reason to be crying all the time, right? She would have had no reason to just one day leave you guys without saying anything, right?
I think that Mom is just lying to you. Her and Peyton seem to never mix well, huh? Yet I still gave her what she needed and moved into her place with her. So stop trying to doubt all that I had done for her.
You're not going to tell me the truth, are you? I cannot believe that you would do something this low. Moving yourselves into her house without asking first, and then stealing all her money day after day? You would never let her eat anything freshly cooked, and you made her do all your chores? You and that Peyton are not human.
You stop talking down to her and I right now. You have no evidence, yet you keep going at me saying that I'm the bad one here. I bet this is all just because Mom is starting to have dementia. She's had symptoms of it for a while now, so I think it's getting closer to that time. I think tossing her into a mental ward would be the best thing for all of us. Hey, Ashley. Why are we being asked to move out of Mom's house?
You don't have to ask me the reasoning for that. It means exactly what's being asked.
Why do I have to leave the house that I was given to by Mom?
You were given that house by Mom. Did you go ahead and change the name on that house?
I didn't do that yet. I am the older sibling, though, and I moved into this house to care for Mom.
Well, Stan, that house is being sold, so you can no longer live in that house anymore. We have already talked to the realtor about all of this, and they're going ahead with selling the place.
Huh? Why are you doing all of that without my permission? I'm not leaving this house.
Well, that's fine too. But that house is going to be reformed quite a bit, and so there will be tons of contractors going in and out of it, tearing things down and putting things up for a while. And if you still haven't left after that, when the next person moves into the house, you can both be considered trespassers and be taken into custody.
Shut the hell up. Then where are Peyton and I supposed to go now?
I don't care. Go find a nice bridge or something to live under downtown.
Or how about you give me the money that you get from selling this house?
Oh?
That's what I deserve. And it can be considered what I get from Mom out of her will. I'll just be getting it in advance.
You're not getting anything from her, though.
And why not? I'm her freaking son. And even if she says that I can't get anything from her, then I'll find a way to sneak myself into that will. It's not hard, you idiot.
The only idiots here are you and Peyton, I'm afraid. Mom already went to the courthouse and had you removed from all of her paperwork and her will. So you aren't getting a single thing from Mom now, and you never can. Her lawyer will make sure of that.
She's removed me from everything?
Well, you took major advantage of her and her money, right? You never let her eat any decent food when living with her, and I've heard that you'd get so upset with her that you throw things at her head and threaten her. Someone like that loses every right to get anything from their parents when they choose to harm them so severely.
And I'm telling you that Mom's going off the deep end and doesn't know what she's doing. We didn't do anything to her. You both don't have any evidence of it, so the court and her lawyer can do crap to me. I'm not going to stop now.
But what if we do have evidence? And that's why all of this has worked out.
Huh?
That neighborhood couple's grandson, Geoff, when he was around one day, he recorded you and your wife having a pretty heated conversation. And he also made sure to take some videos. And when you'd yell at Mom a bunch, he'd record you.
That jerk did all of that while over here? Doing anything he'd like while in a house he wasn't invited to? That's it. I'm gonna sue his butt.
Mom was the one that allowed him inside, so there's no problem with what he did. Also, stop trying to make this problem any bigger than it already is, okay? If you get out of that house and then proceed to never talk to Mom or I, and even Geoff ever again, then I'll be willing to let this all end without the two of you facing any harsher punishment.
Shut the hell up, Ashley. Are you trying to run my life right now?
I am, actually. I don't care what happens to you now that you'll be homeless. After thinking of all the things you've done to Mom, I think the two of you vanishing off the face of this planet would be marvelous.
Mom barely had anything in her savings account, Ashley. So I barely have anything to work with now.
I don't give a crap about the money that you've stolen from her. You taking money from Mom without ever giving her a good reason is why I don't care what happens to you. That's why you're no longer getting anything from Mom now. All to make sure that you never have a chance of getting anything else from Mom that she has no plans of giving you.
I have debts that I need to pay. And so I was thinking of selling this house and using the money to pay it off.
Well, that means that this was all going to happen to you eventually. So isn't it great that we're helping you get out of that house now?
Ashley, please. This is my only chance to change my ways. Get Mom to understand me and have her give me the rights to this house so that I can sell it and save myself.
I have no reason to say that I understand you right now. So don't ask me anything like that again. I'm being very serious when I say that I don't care about what happens to you guys.
What am I going to do, though? If I can't get enough money, I'll be going into a living hell.
That seems about right, Stan. You wouldn't be had you actually done what you had told me and moved in with Mom to help watch over her and care. But what you've really done is the same as robbing and assaulting her. You hurt her both physically and mentally and stole her money.
Ashley, you have some money, right? If I can't get anything from her, I'll get some from you. If you don't want me to come to your house and start screwing your life up, you hand me $50,000 right now.
That right there is you threatening me for money, right? Oh ho ho! You've been gone for so long now that you never got to know who my husband is. Stan, my husband is a sheriff. And on top of that, Geoff's parents are both working in the police force as well. I'm talking about his parents who live just down the street from Mom's house. So I think you might be better off leaving things be and not doing any more damage. Because if you do continue to try and hurt my family, the police will be on you in no time and you'll never ever see the light of the day ever again.
Ashley, I'm sorry. What I just said wasn't meant to be taken as a threat, rather a simple request. I'll give you back anything I have left from Mom's savings, but I'm your older brother and I really need your help, so just listen to me.
Now you're going to try and beg for money?
Stop saying that about me. I really am in huge trouble if I don't pay off that debt. Ashley, please help.
You're not my brother or even my family anymore. I'm not going to trust you again. The number one most dangerous person in this family isn't my mom, who's old, but a crazy brother who doesn't care about anyone but himself. From there, my brother and his wife left that house and ran away in a hurry, and a few months later, I received a call from him saying that he never was able to pay off his debt and things have really turned out for the worst, but I just ignored him and hung up the phone. And after that, I'm not really sure what happened to him and all, the money that he still had to pay, but I haven't gotten any more calls or texts from him since then, so it couldn't be good. And mom already blocked all of his contact information on her phone, so really, I'm the only one he can reach out to. But not getting anything else from him is a real blessing, as it lets my mom and I have some peace of mind not thinking about what's happening to him right now. Right now, still, my mom is with my husband and I living in our house together. We had been in the talks with her before about having her move into a retirement home, and she was on board with that then. But now, after all that's happened to her and us, I think I'd rather she just spend her later years here with my husband and I in our home where I can see and care for her every day. My husband has even begun thinking about adding on an addition to the house where my mom can have her own room instead of having to use the makeshift room we have for now. My mom has done her best to forget about what had happened to her while having Stan and Peyton living with her and doesn't ever bring it up at all. I knew that something like this was going to happen with him coming back home to her, but I wanted to give him his last chance. I feel bad for doing that now to my mom, but luckily she had her friends in the neighborhood there to help her, especially that Geoff kid. It was because of him and how close he is to mom that he knew just the right thing to do for her, and that was great evidence. And so because of all the help he had given us, I'm never going to forget how thankful I am that Geoff and my mom had stayed close friends. I may be her daughter, but during her time with Stan, I never did a good enough job watching over her, and so I feel really bad for that. So because of that very regret that I have, I'll make sure from now on to cater to any of my mom's needs and make sure she's the happiest woman around. And while caring for my mom, I'll make sure to never forget all the help I received from everyone around. And so, if any of them need anything from me, I'll be right there to give them all a hand.